Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Today we are at a new park, Knoebels. This is a pretty interesting park. It's been on the bucket list for a pretty long time now. Got a pretty unique system. They have free entry. That is literally the entrance right there. So you don't have to scan into the park or anything. It's just a pay per ride system. Luckily we got the all-day wristband, so we can do pretty much whatever we want. So pretty excited for Phoenix, Impulse here, Twister, all the classic rides that Knoebels has. So let's get right into the park. First ride of the day, the bathroom. Right here at Guest Services is where you'll get your all-day wristband. This is where we're going to pick up ours for the day. I actually lied to you guys. You don't get your ride pass at the Guest Services, you get it at the Ride Pass building, of course. That is kind of towards the right when you first enter. Alright, Ride Pass wristband has been acquired. This is what they look like. This gives us access to all the rides all day, so definitely excited to get re-rides. So I actually lied about the all rides thing. This is the only real upcharge of the park, which is Haunted Mansion. This is a very interesting dark ride. I'm kind of curious to see how it is. You'll just have to see when we get there, but this is not included on the all-day wristband, and will have to be an upcharge, but we will be doing it later in the day. So an unfortunate loss for today is Black Diamond. It is unfortunately going to be closed all day, so not able to get every single credit today, so that just means we'll have to come back. Of course, how could you go to Knoebels without riding Phoenix? So this would be our first ride of the day. Unfortunately, it is about 10 minutes to opening, so we aren't going to be in just yet, but in about 10 minutes, we'll be able to get on this amazing wooden coaster. Something cool about Phoenix is that they have a little model outside the entrance, so very, very cool about one of their most popular rides. Alright, entrance is open and it's time for Phoenix. Wow, just wow, that was something else. You cannot get anywhere else. Like, no seatbelt, just a lap bar, pure airtime. This coaster is just insane. Of course, not better than El Toro for the golden ticket, but that's just incredible, and you cannot. I can't understate this. You cannot get that anywhere else. Really, really good start to our day here at Knoebels. Alright, we are over here at Flying Turns now. There is a bit of a line since it has not yet opened, but this is known for kind of bad capacity, so we want to get on it as soon as possible. So we're going to wait it out in this open line for now. Alright, they have opened up the entrance, which means we are now going into Flying Turns. So since this is a bobsled type coaster, it's kind of hard to get off-ride for this, especially since it's really compact, so unfortunately there won't be any off-ride for this. So this is the best you got before we get our reaction shot. So I'll see you then when we get off Flying Turns. And Flying Turns has been completed. That was pretty good. definitely a unique kind of type bobsled type ride. At one point, we kind of lifted off the track briefly, so that was a neat moment. But yeah, definitely a very good ride on this unique attraction. So Knoebels is known for its very unique attractions. This ride is one of them. It's kind of like a hamster wheel where you kind of have to sway up and down. So we're going to try this out and see how it is. So I don't think it can pick up on the camera, but the rain did start to pick up a bit, so we unfortunately could not get on looper here. So maybe once the rain starts to die down a bit, we'll be able to get on that later. But right now, we're going to head over to Haunted Mansion, get the upcharge tickets for that. So I definitely think the camera can pick it up now, but it is pouring. So a good thing we are going on an indoor dark ride. So it is now time for the spooky Haunted Mansion. Yep, that was certainly a weird one. It just did a lot of stuff that I have no idea. That whatever, I think it was a train or truck at the end, that was insane. So I don't know if the rain will start to die down a bit, but we are planning to do Twister next, so that is what we're gonna start heading over to. Alright, here is Twister. This is very well known for its laterals, especially after the first lift hill right there. And yes, I did say first lift hill. This coaster has 2 different lift hills. What I'm mostly excited for is this Rose Bowl right here. It's basically 2 giant helixes that go back to back. So let's hop a ride, see how it is. Man, that is just lateral central right there. Twister is really good. Really like the Rose Bowl element right here with the double helix. After the main turn, for the first turn, it kind of unbanks. That's where like most of the laterals are at. So that's just really solid ride. Obviously not better than Phoenix. I would say this is number 2 in the park so far. We gotta see how Impulse is, but really solid ride that supports this lineup. So good, we can do it again. Let's get some re-rides. Got our re-ride in Twister in row 2. I don't know which one is better, row 2 or, well, towards the front or the back. You definitely get more pops of airtime in the front, but in the back you get all of those laterals. So I would say, since this is one of the better lateral coasters, I would say this is a back row ride. But that will probably do it for our day at Twister here, and we'll probably get more rides on Phoenix. So definitely a good ride on this wooden coaster. Alright, and the last coaster, well, one of the last coasters that we need is Impulse. This is a fairly unique ride. We don't really see these in parks a lot. You usually just see these at boardwalks and stuff, like the one at Casino Pier, Hydrus, that one. But this is a very low capacity ride, as we can see by the park train right there. So this is going to be on the longer side. This is why this is one of our last coasters that we need. So it'll be a bit, but we are going to get this ride. Alright, Impulse is done. Definitely a decent ride, nothing too special. I don't know if I like this or Hydrus better. Of course, I was on an end seat, so it was a little bit shaky, so I have no idea how that will affect it, but still a great ride nonetheless. So with Impulse done, we just have one more credit left to go, and that will be Cosmos Curves, and then that will be time for re-rides. Alright, final credit I need, Cosmos Curves. Let's get it on. Alright, credit number 198 acquired. That was certainly a credit, but as you can see in the video, I went 4 times around, so that's certainly a rare credit to get. So it was of sort of the higher quality kiddie coaster, but certainly was a little rough, but nevertheless pretty good quality for a kiddie coaster. So Knoebels is certainly known for their weird and unique rides. This would be one of them, so we're gonna hop a ride, but the line is a bit long right now, so we might have to wait a bit for this. Man, that was probably the most fun I've ever had on a ride ever. That is so weird yet so fun at the same time. It's just kind of indescribable of what this ride does. So we're gonna move on to a different ride. I hope Looper is still open because that seems to be, other than this, the most unique ride. So we're gonna head over there, see what's going on. So Knoebels is home to one of the best flyers in the game, so we're gonna try and take a ride, see how good these really are. Yep, these were definitely pretty good flyers, although the experience was kind of diminished since it was in the rain, in the pouring rain, given that. So we'll definitely have to come back here next year when it's hopefully not raining. Now we're gonna hit up the drop tower right over there. Yeah, that was really fun. The worst part was not knowing when you would get to the top, because as you can see in the video, it drops immediately. So that gave a little fear factor to that. It also doesn't break until right there, so that's also another fear fearful part of this drop tower. Definitely a really good flat ride to this weird collection of rides. Right now we are going to hit up Phoenix for our re-rides. Alright, time for Phoenix in the rain. Let's do this. I think there's only one word to describe this ride. Pure fun. That was 2 words, but I don't care. This ride is pure fun. We just got off a front row ride, and this is absolutely a front row ride. All the airtime hits better in the front. The back row, you get obviously the drop, but just all the hills hit better in the front row. So very fun indeed. This ride is just pure fun. Obviously not the golden ticket winner, because I do believe that belongs to El Toro, but I do concede why it has won the golden ticket many years in a row. Hats off to Knoebels for keeping this classic wooden coaster alive. You know, it's really stuff like this that make Knoebels such a truly charming park. I mean, how often do you just get a band organ in the middle of the midways? That is just ultra rare stuff from any amusement park. Just absolutely very much enjoy the charming feel of this theme park. Continuing on, the unique flat ride hunt is this wheel thingy. I don't really know what to call it. It's called Rocco Plane, but don't really know the model of it, so it should be an interesting ride. Yep, that was certainly a weird one, although I don't think we quite did it right, because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to lock it around there and then you end up flipping around there. But what we did, we just kind of rocked back and forth throughout the entire ride and then eventually got our flip when we were waiting at the top there. So certainly an interesting ride. Not sure if I'll be wanting to do it again, but we got some more interesting flat rides to do, such as, I don't think we can see it, but it's right over there. It's kind of like a bouncy type ride. You'll see it when we get over there. This one was the ride I was talking about, Downdrift. It certainly is a weird one, just like the one previous, like Rocco Plane. So we're definitely gonna video it to see what it does. One word to describe that: dizzying. Just a lot of laterals. Of course, the up and down movement, it didn't give too much airtime, but of course mainly focused on those laterals. So really a dizzying ride. Very, very unique, this one is. Next up on the unique flat rides is Tumbling Timber. Very interesting spinner ride. We'll just have to show you what it does. Yeah, I mean, that was nothing special. It's about as good as an SPF Visa can be. So now we're gonna attempt to do Looper. The rain seems to have cleared up a lot, so Looper cannot run in the rain. So I'm sure it will at least be open this time. So hopefully we can get a ride on Looper. Man, it's just not our day with Looper. They are running it though, so maybe it can get open about soon, but probably gonna have to scrub this for today. So we're gonna try out this very unique boat ride. Unfortunately, it is a very slow loading process, and this is the line to get it on it right now. So we'll see how long this line takes before we get on it. All right, we are finally off on the boat ride. Gotta really maneuver the wheel here. We're kind of bumping into the wall. There we go. Look how low this bridge is. Oh, extremely low. Yeah, what's neat about some of these boat rides, you can literally just go anywhere. Kind of similar to go-karts, but on water. Pretty much how to good way to describe that. A little back and forth, making some little interesting here. Uh-oh, we crashed into the wall. Oh boy. It's very hard to turn in this thing is. Alright, we got the first turn here. Oh, we're gonna crash into the wall again. Oh boy. Oh no, that's not a very good turn radius this size. Got another low bridge here. All the gum on it. And I'm not a good driver. Alright, I think we're back. Maybe? Oh no, I think we're attached to the wall right now. Got it. Yep, we got it. Alright, let's level out here. Yeah, nice view of Cosmos up there. We go directly under the track. Really neat how they integrated Cosmos with this boat ride. Alright, let's hope this time we don't. Uh-oh. Might be bumping into the wall again. There we go, that's good. And inside the boats. Indeed. Watch out for the water. Oh boy. That would not have been good. Up here now. Oh, this might be the train tracks. Knoebels has 2 trains, and I think this is one of them. That definitely looks like some train tracks, for sure. Alright, got another sharp turn coming up, so we'll see how we fare here. Let's kind of take this wide a bit. We're going to start a turn right now. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we hit the wall. Dang it. This is the bridge for the train, going the return run. Alright, so we're heading up on the exit right now. That was a pretty neat ride. I guess I'll see you at the next ride. And since we're right here, we might as well get another re-ride on Impulse. So I'm going to try the back row on an inside seat, see if that's any smoother. Alright, got an extra ride on Impulse in the back row. I think it was definitely better in the back more than the front. I was also on the right inside seat. It was definitely a little bit smoother. The Helix does need some work though, even though it is a steel coaster. You can't really do any additional work on it. But either way, pretty good supporting coaster at this park. Alright, after many attempts, it's a miracle. Looper is finally open. We are going to take a ride.
How was it?
Yep. Yep, that's it right there. To get that stall into the full loop, that was incredible. That very unique ride, and we finally got it after trying throughout the whole day. Where else would we end our day but at the one and only Phoenix? Let's see how many rides we can get on this. Six final rides on Phoenix, all on various rows, although most of them were focused towards the back. I do definitely think that our rides earlier in the rain were a little better, but I mean, you can't go wrong with Phoenix, even in dry weather. So the park is now officially closed. We are now going to start making our way towards the exit. That is going to do it from our quick day trip here at Knoebels. You know what? I was really impressed with the charm that this park has. You definitely cannot get that anywhere else. Of course, Phoenix is just incredible, and there's a lot of great supporting rides here. So definitely gonna have to come back here for next year. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts, leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you would like to see more content just like this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.